What is up, Quill Crew? Welcome back to the Testament of Sherlock Holmes. Oh God, I think I've already done 2 episodes. Yeah, I thought this was episode 4, not 3. I just realized that as I started the recording. Last episode, we started looking into something at the chapel. We finished up by finding a box, and now there's something over at this building, but we stopped it early because I wasn't getting into a cutscene at the last minute.
Open up. We're not the police. Do not be alarmed.
That's a strange way of reassuring someone. Holmes, they are children. My God, one of them is hurt.
What do you want? Don't come any closer. Are you the police?
Don't be afraid. I am a doctor. I'm going to look at your friend's wound.
Wait, Watson. I've got some questions to ask these children.
This is urgent, Holmes. In this filthy place, the risk of infection is very high, and the wound could get worse with every second lost.
The immediate danger for these children is not so much the wound as Mr. Fletcher.
Who?
Look at the wound, Watson. It's thin and precise. It was made by a sharp, well-kept blade. Any other blade, less well-kept, would have torn the tissue around it, and its size would be irregular.
So what does that imply?
In this area, who would take such great care with a blade? A butcher, of course. And the only butcher in the area is Samuel Fletcher, who at this moment is replacing a window that has been forced open. He's a man to hold grudges, as anyone around here will tell you.
The children are in danger.
A man as skillful with a knife as a butcher, and with a bad reputation to match, could easily strike a fatal blow by cutting the child's jugular. If he hasn't done it, it's surely because these little thieves broke into his shop at night to steal a piece of meat. The poor lighting in this area saved them. I can assure you that Mr. Fletcher has spent the day trying to trace these children, and if he finds them, wounds will be the least of their problems.
That's true. What do you want? Don't let the butcher find us.
Which is afraid.
Justice is sometimes harsh, young man. If the police hear about this breaking and entering, they will see Mr. Fletcher's side of the story.
No! Don't call the police. Please, mister. We don't want to end up in prison.
I'm looking for a certain Kurtz.
I can't tell you, mister.
In that case, I must take the side of justice. You and your brother are thieves.
All right, don't call the police. Kurtz is a dangerous madman. He's called the Colonel round here. I heard he was in the Boer War in Africa. He lives in Batty Street next to the wine shop. The way he smells, he must be a good customer.
Good. Watson, see to the wound. Never mind about the police.
We must protect these children from that butcher, Holmes.
It won't be necessary. I've had dealings with Samuel Fletcher before now. He's not the monster I've made him out to be. If he had wanted to kill them, he would have done so, even in dim light. By wounding the little thief, he wanted to warn him never to set foot in his shop again. Forget Mr. Fletcher, Watson.
You mean you lied to frighten those poor children?
Exactly. Clever, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna comment on that. That's not my place. So...
Well, mister, that's a mighty fine outfit you're wearing there. You stand out like a sore thumb, and that's no lie. Watch that you don't get it all dirtied up, but you'd be welcome to come back to my place. It's not far, and I'd sponge it down for you.
Don't go back to Jenny's place. You'll get malaria.
Thank you, madam. I'm certain that you would make a very good job of it. That will not be necessary, however. But your thought was a kind one.
We'd best be leaving now, sir.
Here, please accept this sovereign as a token of my gratitude for your concern.
Well, I never. Thank you. That's right generous of you, my lordship.
You are very welcome, madam.
Madam, he calls me. Bless my garters. What a gent.
If you're ready now, sir.
Yes, let us go.
What a remarkable man, the Prince Woodville, to talk to such a woman as though she was an equal.
Let's find Batty Street.
This is gonna go well, I'll tell you that. Should be street signs.
Burner Street.
Looking for Batty.
Burner Street. Burner Street. This sign would appear to be that of an establishment not fit for honest folk.
Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, I can't play in first person. This is too trippy a little. Just look at this. Yeah, nope, not doing it.
Bucks Row, where Polly Nichols met her.
Nothing of interest here.
Okay, so I came down that way, so we gotta continue forward more.
Batty Street. A wine and liquor cellar. He must make a fortune in this area. Batty Street. Closed.
Oh, that.
My God, Holmes, it's appalling. And the smell. But what can have happened here?
Stay calm, Watson. Take note of every detail and be careful not to move anything.
Very well, Holmes.
Oh, Lord. This is like Illinois. Yes, I have played that game.
What a horrible wound.
Size 9. Hobnail boots like those worn by laborers. Size 9. Hobnail boots.
What a horrible wound.
The skin was deeply torn.
This part is in shreds. The skin tissue has decomposed, yet the death is recent.
Let us look at our deduction board, Watson.
What terrible wounds! The dogs must have been rabid.
It is a dog bite. I can see the tooth marks. Only a dog could inflict so deep a wound, but it appears that the wound was gnawed at afterwards. This bandage is a day or two old, no more. This bandage is...
This part is in shreds. The skin...
This bandage is... The dog's bowl is empty.
Grapes! What are they doing there?
Someone wrapped some meat up in this newspaper. The blood is still fresh. This is yesterday's newspaper. Someone brought food for the dogs, probably just before the fight broke out.
And just after they had been fed, they attacked a man to eat him. Incredible.
An old photo. It's written to our comrade Jeremy Kurtz from Commando J. Milan, Bloemfontein, 1883.
Kurtz served as a Boer commando. He fought against his country.
A torn piece of a letter. It seems to be a letter of dismissal. A military badge of the 58th Infantry Regiment of Her Majesty, and a letter stipulating Kurtz's exclusion from the unit. He served in 1881.
At that time, the regiment served in South Africa. Kurtz was in the Boer War.
Apparently, our friend Kurtz served in both camps in South Africa and was never a colonel, but that doesn't surprise me.
A traitor, deserter, and a false colonel. What a charming gentleman.
A newspaper covering the war in South Africa. Kurtz must have been following the war with some interest.
The Boer War is abominable, and it still rages.
The material on this tray is rather odd. Small burnt balls. A small burner.
A pipe with a strange smell.
There can be no doubt. Judging by the material on the tray and the pipe, the man smoked opium.
Opium. I doubt if this man could have made his drug here. He would have needed a real laboratory.
I am missing some information.
What should we do now? What a horrible wound. This part is in shreds.
The skin was deeply torn. This bandage is a day or... This band... This band... This...
I don't know what I'm missing here. Alright, the nose boot onto the man's body. Saying magnet. What?
What terrible...
This bandage is a... Please take note, Watson.
The same finger that we found at the Bishop of Knightsbridge's house. Holmes!
Why did the knife let me do it then? What? Stupid.
My deduction chart is incomplete, Holmes. We are missing an important detail.
Let's return to the clinic and ask if our friend might lend us his morgue for 2 hours.
What are you going to do?
I'm torn between a nap and a picnic.
Oh, I've had enough, Holmes.
The next step of our investigation, Watson, leads us inevitably to a post-mortem. As you're well aware, in the instance where a body's vital organs no longer function, every minute is vital. Be quick now and procure the room while I arrange the transport.
Very well. I will see you later.
Give me a second hand.
Ah, Grant, you are still here. I need to ask a favor from you.
What sort of favor, my dear friend?
Might I use your morgue for a couple of hours? It concerns an affair of the greatest
Use the morgue? Whatever for? Letting you poke your nose in everywhere is one thing, but closing my eyes to I don't know what unsavory practices.
No, it's nothing like that.
No, it isn't possible, sorry.
Grant, listen to me.
Don't insist. Where do you think you are? Perhaps because you come from the rich area, you think you are entitled to do whatever you like. But here in Whitechapel, it's the real world, you understand? The real world, where we have to take risks. Do you even know what that means? And this shabby health center where I've been stagnating for years, it's a public establishment under my authority, for whatever that's worth. I'm responsible for it. Responsible, do you understand?
Of course I understand, Grant.
Good.
I understand, first and foremost, that you are a coward.
What?
A coward, I said, sitting on your backside behind a desk for years, complaining about your fate without even trying to change a single thing about it.
I won't allow you.
And you dare to talk to me about risks? I, who was wounded in Afghanistan while in Her Majesty's service, and who, for a great many years, has taken part in some of the most dangerous criminal investigations the country has ever known.
But
as for being responsible, as you call it, it begins with doing your job properly, particularly when one is a doctor and caring for the poorest people within our society. The real life? Ha ha! Don't make me laugh. I am a doctor too, Grant, don't forget. And I'm ashamed of my profession when I see the state of this center.
it's not my...
So, your disgusting morgue, you are going to allow me to use it, dear friend, because I urgently need it for a vitally important affair that is way over your head, and whether it pleases you or not. Understood?
If you want to be like that about it, do whatever you like. I wash my hands of the entire thing.
That doesn't surprise me. This is a dismal place. Have you ever carried out a post-mortem, Holmes? It requires a great deal of precision.
Don't worry, I learn quickly. Hand me a bone saw.
Go carefully, Holmes, even so.
I must clean the body first. No, I can't do that. No, I can't do... No, I can't do... I must mark the places to cut. No, I can't do... My notches are ready. No, I can't. No, I can't. No, I can't. No, I can't.
Oh.
No, I can't do... No, I can't. No, I can't. This liquid found in the lungs should be able to tell us something.
Oh.
No, I can't. No, I can't do that.
Lord.
A ball of paper swallowed recently.
What should we do next, Holmes?
I must analyze the contents of my pipette. Chemistry material.
And smells as bad as the one in our sitting room at Baker Street.
This liquid found in the lungs should be able to tell us something. poison, and apparently very virulent. That was a most instructive post-mortem. This man was murdered by his accomplices because of his missing finger.
I see. He was overly conspicuous, walking around with a bandaged hand, as the police would have been looking for a man with a missing finger. But how did they manage to disguise the murder by making it look like a dog attack?
The post-mortem revealed the presence of poison in his system. Everything points to it being a less potent form of the poison we found in the bishop's rooms. This man died as much from the poison as from fighting against those animals. I believe this new version of the substance provokes such a rage that the victim attacks anything in his path, and in this instance it was dogs. We're dealing with sorcerers' apprentices whose creations are ever-evolving. They are attempting to obtain a particular effect, and they try out their formulae on human guinea pigs.
You're saying that his accomplices forced him to drink it?
No, he took it himself, voluntarily. The poison wasn't to be found in his blood, but in his lungs. I also discovered numerous traces of opium.
I'm beginning to see. They mixed this horrible poison with his opium, knowing that he would soon smoke it to ease the pain caused by his wound.
Exactly. And such a profound knowledge of both chemistry and toxicology is uncommon. Very well. We know the reason and the manner, but we're really not any further ahead. How will we find the two other men who murdered the bishop? By going to 13 Burner Street. It is in this area.
But where did you get that address, Holmes?
From his stomach.
I see. He wanted to get rid of the address.
No, he wanted revenge.
I don't follow you.
When the man with the missing finger began to feel the effects of the poison, he knew that he was going to die, and he knew that there would be a post-mortem. Shall we go?
Oh my god.
There's our opium den, Watson. Let's go.
I knew this place looked too weird to be not touched.
Good day, gentlemen. Welcome. What can I do for you?
One of your regular clients looked within himself to give us your address. He was very helpful.
Oh, I understand. Our clients quickly become regulars. Your friend isn't with you?
Sadly, no. He is tied up with his dogs.
I understand. I too love dogs. Come in and make yourselves at home.
Dirty water. This bowl is used to wash smoking tools.
Ashes. It's not very clean here.
I'd be surprised if it was.
Poor devils. See, Holmes, the ravages caused by such artificial pleasure.
Jasmine tea, judging by the aroma.
Makes you think of Iowa from Avatar.
Poor devils. Poor.
It's not allowed here. Go on a bit further.
Please excuse us, sir. A pity I don't understand Chinese. Closed. Well, we have searched everywhere apart from 2 rooms. One of these rooms interests me particularly.
You are thinking of the guarded room, aren't you, Holmes?
I am indeed. But we should not consider any confrontation with the guard. Let us be discreet and enter the adjoining room.
It's locked, and it wouldn't be very discreet if we were to force it.
Nevertheless, we do need to get in there.
And the manager?
Let us find a way of distracting his attention. Jasmine tea, judging by the aroma.
Ashes. It's not very clean here.
Dirty water. This bowl is used to wash smoking tools. Please
Interesting, okay.
You can't come in here. It's private.
I'm thinking. Let's take so to the dude. To distract someone some way. Maybe if I give it to him, it makes sense. Maybe, I don't know.
Have you chosen somewhere to sit, gentlemen?
Not yet, but we would like to ask you...
Make yourselves at home, gentlemen. Someone will take care of you.
Not yet.
Make yourselves at...
The key to the locked room is here. I must find a means of getting the receptionist out of the way. This client is asleep. It would...
Holmes, you talked about making a client sick, but you were exaggerating. Surely you aren't going to force someone to drink...
Another of our differences, my friend. You cure people, I make them sick.
What's the matter? Are you ill? Hey, mister! It'll be all right. Breathe!
The Chinese waiter is busy. We can go. I can only take one key, otherwise the receptionist will notice that something is missing.
Oh, what?
No, it is unnecessary. There we are. It is simplicity itself. Watson, put the key back in its place before the manager notices that it's missing.
I shall be quick. I managed to return the key without being seen.
Perfect. Let's go in. This billhook is very thin and solid. A ventilation window. This stick will serve as a weapon or for something else.
Phew! What a stink! This bottle is full of barbiturate acid. We use it in medicine sometimes as a tranquilizer.
This small opening gives onto the guarded room.
Holmes, shh! Listen.
Yeah, but that's different. I don't mind getting money for killing, but he was a sort of pope or something. And we didn't even get... Yeah, I know. I got nice rich man's boots. They must be worth about £20. But even so, and the boss ain't happy. And when I see him unhappy, I'm afraid. I don't fancy ending up like Kurtz. Perhaps you're right. But we'll have a chance to make up for it. We just have to get it right this time. Because he won't forgive us so easily next time.
They are the bishop's murderers, Holmes. The fiends.
Calm down, Watson. We'll have to take care of the guard at the entrance. I think we should be able to find something in this place that would put an elephant to sleep.
Very good. But then what?
Then we take care of those two devils.
Phew! What a...
A syringe that could be useful. Small balls of opium. I'll take a spoonful. It is impossible to get out. I need something. I need.
Masters, wait, hang on.
I need.
Holmes, do you really think that this is the appropriate moment?
Don't worry, Watson. My mind only requires stimulation when it is unoccupied. That is not the case at the moment. I am merely heating these opium balls to obtain a liquid solution.
You have a potentially very powerful sedative there, Holmes. Be careful, such a dose could be lethal.
This door shouldn't be open!
Let's hide, Holmes.
This place isn't very favorable for that. I hate the idea, but we will have to rely on luck.
There! It's locked!
We've been locked in.
Oh,
It is impossible to get. It is I think that window is large enough for us to squeeze through.
This window is well and truly stuck. We'll have to pull it free. It's open, but this window is damnably heavy. We need something to keep it wedged open.
Good. We can get out of here. After you, my dear fellow.
Very well, Holmes.
sorry, a friend of mine is sick.
It's time to take action, Watson. Go and distract the brute guarding the door.
What? Why don't you do it yourself? You're an expert boxer, after all.
It's not a matter of fighting. It's a matter of luring him to me.
Ah, I see. I imagine that the sedative is for him.
Well deduced, Watson. Do something to bring the guard towards me. Good luck, Watson.
Sir, would you be so good as to come here?
What?
You again?
I've already told you that there's nothing to see here. Understood?
Do something to bring the guard.
Sir.
Wait, what?
Do something to bring the guard towards me. Good luck, Watson. Do something.
Sir.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not giving me the option to do anything.
Do something.
Sir.
I don't get it.
Do something to bring the guard towards me. Good luck, Watson.
Sir, would you be so good as to come here?
Do something.
Sir. Holmes, what on earth are you doing? No! Stop! Put your hands up! Don't try anything clever!
You're under arrest. Take them away.
So be it. Come, Watson. Let us go.
But why have we come back to Baker Street? It would have been better to join Baines to interrogate those criminals.
No. In the hands of the police, those crooks won't talk, and you know it. They risk being hanged.
I don't understand anything here.
We must explore all our leads. Let us take a look at the map of London.
We'll go to the jail.
Here we are at the famous Westgate Prison, one of the oldest and surest in the kingdom.
I've heard that it is soon going to be demolished. Don't you find it strange that it still houses criminals as dangerous as Hans Schielmann?
There's nothing strange about it, Watson. The name of this prison is linked with numerous failed escape attempts. As long as it stands, the criminals will fear it.
Good morning, gentlemen. Are you expected?
No, but we wish to meet with one of your prisoners, Hans Schielmann.
I'm afraid that at the moment that is impossible. Access to the cells is controlled strictly. You can't go there without permission from the director.
Then would you be so good as to announce us? I am Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. Watson.
The famous Holmes and Watson. What an honour. My name is Brighton. Frank Brighton. I'm afraid I can't announce you. I'm not allowed to leave my post, under any circumstances. But I'm sure that the director won't refuse to see you, even without an appointment. Do you see the corridor behind the reception? Follow it to the secretary's office. You'll find him there.
Thank you, Warden Brighton. One last thing. Hans Schielmann received any visits lately?
None. And I'm sure because I've dealt with receiving visitors for several weeks now. I volunteered because it's a calm post to be in. We don't get many visitors and it gives me time to write. Just like you, Dr. Watson. I enjoy literature and the...
Very good. Thank you.
That was very impolite, Holmes. That man admires our work. You could have given him...
Another time. Let's go and meet the director of the prison.
Sorry, sirs. I'm on duty. I can't help you.
Let us go to the secretary's office. Good morning, miss.
Oh, excuse me, I dropped off. Good morning, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
I am Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. Watson. We would like to talk to the director.
I'll just go and see if he can receive you.
Tiredness, pale face, stiffness. I believe that the young lady is expecting a happy event.
It would seem so.
What should we do?
This small rack is for urgent letters to be given immediately to the director.
This charming secretary is Miss Jenny Patterson. Hot tea.
The director's office, Mr. P. Patterson. No need to go in there. Strange. The director and the secretary have the same name.
I'm delighted to meet you, Mr. Holmes. I am Paul Patterson, director of this establishment. You wish to talk to me? I hope this unexpected visit isn't to announce bad news.
No, do not worry. We are investigating an affair of the highest importance, one which could potentially affect the security of the kingdom. Therefore, it is imperative that we interview one of your prisoners, Hans Schielmann.
Hans, the rat killer? He's been in here for a long while now, and he's had no contact with the outside. How could he be involved in such an affair?
That is what we would like to find out.
And you have been commissioned by Scotland Yard?
Evidently.
Very well. I have complete confidence in you, Mr. Holmes. I will draw up a pass that you should give to Warden James in the guardroom. He will show you to the cells.
Thank you, Director.
Keep me informed of your progress. And if there is anything else, don't hesitate to let me know.
We shall certainly do so.
Miss Patterson, you have the same name as the director. Are you related?
Come, Watson. Anyone who might have made the slightest study of anthropology would have noted the similarities between the young lady and her father.
Mr. Holmes is right, I am his daughter, but he doesn't like to talk about it. I think he's afraid of being accused of favoritism.
I'm sure it was your qualities alone which secured you this position, miss.
If you must try out your powers of seduction, then what do you say about using them on the rat killer? Goodbye, miss.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Alright guys, that's enough of this episode. Sherlock Holmes. We'll continue through the prison next time, alright? See you guys then.